It's in the game.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. Between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be brought. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries, right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady.
It's a fumble on the opening kick. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. So never mind about who's receiving to start this game, Brock. Got ourselves a change of possession already, and this crowd is loving it.
And the first offense you'll see take the field is the home team, which is practically sprinting out there to take advantage and keep this crowd humming.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a design run. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
On 3rd down, Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. It's a fake pitch into the tight end. And I suspect it'll be a long time before they call a fake extra point again. That was a disaster. Never got close.
You know, that's a call you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason. Even catching them off guard, the chance for success, extremely low.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. He's brought down just inside the 25. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, well, it's only become more difficult.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch, gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Getting out to his left. And he will manage advantage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
That one complete to Diggs. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. May now from the gun. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Here's May to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
He's got it at the 24. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. Fields this at the 19. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Staying with Walker. Blast through midfield. And he's brought down at the 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. It became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Going to the ground again on 1st. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Our score, 6-0. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. In the hands of his running back, Walker. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down. Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And they're short on the fake. They didn't trust that longer field goal, it seems, but they're forced away empty-handed.
Hey, listen, if you're going to make that call, you better be sure you're going to pull it off. Failure? Well, failure takes points right off the board.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 46-yard line.
This is Henderson on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
And it's third down.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So they're left with fourth down here. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just yard shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Now a run, first give to Zach Charbonnet. He's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to it. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Running with Walker again. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This is Cox. That's Cup. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks go up by 12. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks bump the lead up to 13 points.
Patriots nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. May on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. At the 26.
From the gun, it's May. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
A loss of a yard. It's third.
May now on third down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Another punt coming up. Bryce Behringer to do the honors again. Starts the return at the 34. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Walker on first down. He's out in the clear. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our... The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the third quarter right away. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
This is Walker on second. Galloping inside the 40. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Toss play. This is Walker. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They give up the gun to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Running out of chances. Here's third and goal.
Third and goal.
Charbonnet. And his fight is stopped after just 2 yards. Interesting choice coming up here on 4th and short.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
They want to run it across. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yet no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming out.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Operating from the gun, here's May. He'll drop this to Henderson underneath. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Trying to sneak May. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Complete to Diggs out left. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They'll come up on 1st and 10. A handoff for Henderson, running left. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Patriots football, and if they want a record 7th title, they need to get things back to level. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. May looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Air it out on 3rd. He's going for it himself. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Desperation time here on 4th. He connects downfield. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Quick throw, taken in by Diggs. And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 16-yard line.
Throwing is May. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing again, it's May. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And it's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down well short of where they needed him to get to. That decision to go for it on 4th does not pay off.
It's a turnover.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He'll get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To the ground with Walker. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Walker trying to run for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
The 38-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Seahawks, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Walker running to the right. Found a little room there on the cutback, but the space was limited. He stopped after about 4. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground.
And they fake it on 4th and 1. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, they tried the fake, but no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that attempt to sell that punt. Clearly, this squad did their homework this week, and they knew that was coming on 4th down.
Henderson on 1st and 10. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
May now. Finds a seam down the middle. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Patriot 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
May now from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, and we're both excited about this one, the Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a 2nd time. Well, Brock, you and I talk about this often, multiple times throughout the regular season. List of greats who've never made it to this moment. It's enormous. Some of the best to ever do it across 100+ years of football. And those greats could not do what these players have just done.
No, because it was a group, and such a special group, brought together from so many different paths, but it bonded and formed one of these teams so strong together that Super Bowl became a legitimate possibility for them. This moment never gets old. Fate and circumstance linked together when this season began. And now, with this win, it will link all these guys together forever as champions.
Commissioner Goodell out to the stage now to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL